This is vlog023. It's August 2nd, Tuesday. It's around 5:30. I went on a run to Highland Park around the reservoir and flew my FPV drone for one pack and the Mavic Mini for about 10 minutes. And now, so I ran about like 2 miles here. So now I'm gonna do a 10-minute vlog and let's do a recap about the last couple days. This is like a journal. The purpose of this is to talk, to play with language, to play with ideas, play with words, see what comes out, see what comes up, record, document, in order to be able to look back and just appreciate moments. Because I mean, we have this technology of video cameras, we have the technology of YouTube, and being able to project yourself out into the audience of 7 billion people instantly. So let's play with this technology and see what it does, what it means, what we can do with it. And as well, play with your language, play with your ideas, your consciousness, where you are in the world, where you are in your life, and explore it, analyze it, play with it, build with it. See what it is, examine it, and put it out there and see what it does out in the world. It's a hot day in Brooklyn. I am in Bedstuy, and sunny, feels good. Suddenly feeling self-conscious as there's a person there walking a dog, and I'm like, here I am talking to myself, to the camera. Flew with an FPV drone, went up to maybe 20 feet, 20 meters max, and mostly just flew around just right above ground level, around, navigating around trees, and essentially a practice, low and slow flights. I still don't know how those FPV drone racers do it, where they're able to race around all these obstacles. I'm not at that level yet, but also for me, it's not really about, I don't really enjoy racing as an end of itself. It's more of an exploration of technology and the feeling of flight, and what it means, and how it can change your consciousness, and how it is changing your consciousness, having the ability to kind of project yourself out into the world and move in new ways that you haven't been able to move before. So right now it's the last day of last week of our house. It's a hacker house in Bedstuy, New York, and it's just been amazing, just mind-blowing. The people here, so incredible, doing such amazing things, so talented, and I get to be part of it, and just I get to just take it all in. It's a great place to be if you want to be a founder, if you want to create startups, or if you want to learn about Web3, being around a group and live with them, just the amount of stuff you learn is just is immense. And I didn't know anything about fundraising, VCs, creating your own apps, and there's people here that definitely have their startups at different levels, and being able to firsthand experience what it means to raise or have X amount of users, have this or that kind of app or D-app or startup. Once you see somebody, you meet somebody that has done it, but what you want to do, it changes you. It opens your eyes to seeing oh, I can do that too. and then you just kind of, your mind just puts things together like, oh, I need to do this, this, and this in order to get there. And then you're like, then it's like, and then it's more relatable, it's more tangible, it's more realistic for you to imagine you're doing that yourself. It's the mirror neurons, essentially. Like, your brain is like, oh, that person's doing this, I can do that, I just have to do this and this and this. Well, that's the beauty of IRL networks. And yeah. What else? This last couple of days, weeks, I've had a friend visit from San Francisco, and going out with them and like exploring New York City has been just like, had the time of my life. Literally, it's just unreal, the amount of incredible experiences that I've been having here. It's like synchronicity and cosmic alignments happen. Well, about like culture, technology, the intersection of that, economy, finance, joy, exploration, creativity, essentially like evolution of humanity that happens in places like New York City, where it's the forefront of like, yeah, this is like where, you know, like the culture that like introduced like things like social media and now NFTs. This is like where it is like where like the breeding ground of like studying new ways of communities, of cities, of technology. This is where all this new stuff happens, like in places like New York City. And this tree is just cool. That tree. And like, so we exist in a 3D world, and so this is like our reality, our ecosystem, our where we are, the facts of life. It's like the physical place where you are. And so you as a person, you just like look around and you make decisions on like what to do, and there's the digital map overlaying that, but also there's the physical. And so how those interplay is where like things emerge. And yeah. Complexity emerges, like Conway's Game of Life, that kind of thing. Essentially, that's a microcosm of the whole universe. Like, all right, 9:06. We got 1 minute. What's the most important thing happening right now? Silence. It's empty space. Empty space is the most important thing right now. 10 minutes.